from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts throwing right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fire. July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
But first down, Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now from the 30. Now 1,000-yard rushers. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good
touchdown, Philadelphia. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Powell throwing on third down here. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs, and I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
Now, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Panther 50, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On 1st and 10 is Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Powell. And this one too low. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun on third down, Howell. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw. The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.